everyone, it's me Satokan from Hellsing Cosplay, and today we are back with a new cosplay tutorial, and in this one I'm gonna show you how I made Alucard's outfit from Hellsing OVA. It is a clean version for now, because there's a separate video coming in the future for the whole weathering part, because I have something special in mind for it, so stay tuned for this one. And as usual, don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more content like this in the future, and without further ado, let's do it. As always, I started with a pattern, and here are all the parts and pieces for the pants. These are the front pockets. And the waistband. The back side is very simple, just the big main part, a put-on pocket and the waistband as well. And here are all the cutout parts. I start by sewing the not visible side of the pocket to the front. Now it gets folded over, followed by a top stitch. We can now attach the visible part of the pocket. After it is done, it gets sewn in place on the side and the top. In the next step, we sew the two front parts together up to this line. Now that this is done, we can start working on the zipper, and for this you can watch my dedicated zipper tutorial. It is time to start with the back side by sewing these small darts. The sewn on pockets get first double folded on tops, followed by a top stitch to hold it in place. After this is done, the other sides get folded and ironed. So this is how it looks now, and now we can sew it onto the back side. And this is how it should look like. We can now sew the two back parts together. In the next step, we spread the legs and sew the front and back together at the inner leg line. After it got sewn together, a top stitch was added. Here I'm gonna sew the outer leg sides together. For the waistband I added some flies line and sewn it together like shown. Before I gonna attach the waistband to the pants, I added these 5 belt loop strips. So it's time to attach the waistband. The little bit extra at the front gets cut off, and then the whole waistband will be flipped inside out, followed by a top stitch all around. I have also added a button to the front. The hem on the legs gets folded 2 times, and don't forget the top stitch. A crease is ironed to the middle front of the legs. And with this the pants are done. These are all the pattern parts for the vest. I know that he actually wears a jacket underneath the coat, but I'm gonna wear it in the summer and I don't want to melt in it. And I already cutted out the parts as well. I start by sewing the front parts together. A top stitch is also added. For the back I have made the small strip that goes in the middle for adjustment, and then the side parts gets also sewn to the middle. And again, here comes the top stitch. We can now put the front and back together by sewing them at the shoulders and the sides. For the collar, these 2 pieces get together. This step gets done 2 times and then also sewn together up to this point. And this is how it looks. For the inner lining, you can watch my inner lining tutorial. The inner lining will be then sewn all around up to the front top part where the color will start later. It should look like this with the top open. It's now time to sew the collar right in the hole on the top. This is how it should kinda look like. We can now close the armholes by folding the edges and sewing them together. After ironing everything, 6 buttons get then attached to the front, and with this the rest is also done. Here are the boots that I'm gonna use for Alucard, but the top needs a small cover. Here I'm gonna measure the width and height of the needed cover. I used for it this black fox leather, and I traced a pattern on it mirrored on the 2 edges like shown. This is how it looks like. It then gets folded in the middle and sewn together at the spiky edge. Here I'm just gonna flip half of it inside out. The top and bottom gets now a top stitch. It then just gets folded in and then put over the top of the boots. It's kinda tight, so I don't need any additional attachment. For the glove I traced my hand on some paper and then it get traced on some white elastic fabric. The fabric gets folded in half and sewn together. After testing it, we can cut the extra fabric away. I think it's looking good so far. This is the pattern for the small band around the wrist. After tracing it on the fabric that got some flies line on, it got folded in the middle and sewn together at the edges. Now turn it also inside out and sew all around it. It then gets sewn to the glove itself, but a small bit on the spiky side is left open so that I can still put them on. By the way, a small button is added to the bottom. And I also printed this design onto some ironing paper that now gets ironed on. It's now time for the coat, and here are the patterns for it. This small piece is a little bit bigger as the back side itself. This weird part is the folded sleeve. And these two are the arm itself. I almost forgot the color. As usually, all the parts are already cut out. We start on the back flap by sewing these two parts halfway together. And this step is done twice. These two identical parts gets now sewn together at the bottom. I have then turned it around and added top stitch following the seam. In the next step we sew the back parts together, but you have to let a little bit open at the bottom. And this is how it looks now. The flap gets now attached all around. And then we can also attach the big front parts at the shoulder and sides to the back side. And yeah, just ignore my face, I was just talking with someone. So this is the current progress. For the sleeves flap I gonna sew it together at this small side only. The bottom of it gets then folded twice as well and hold it in place with a top stitch. It should kinda look like this in the end. For the arm, just sew these two parts together. You now have this tiny fake slit at the bottom of it. Then the arm gets closed at this line. The arm itself and sleeve get sewn together at the top. And with this, the arm gets now attached to the main coat. We can now work on the collar, and one side also got some flies line, and the two parts will be just sewn together. After folding and ironing it, it gets attached to the neck of the coat just like shown. I had to wait for the gold buttons to arrive, so that's why I can sew them onto the fake slit of the arm just now. The mark line is just the folding line for the hem later. I must say, it looks kinda good to me. The back flap also got just some red buttons. And this is how it just looks so far. In the next and final step, the inner lining gets attached, and with this the coat is done. And it's now time for the final review. So this was the tutorial. I know it's not good, but it's okay in my opinion, and if you want, you can leave a comment down below what you like, what you dislike, what I can improve on this channel in general, or if you have any suggestions what I can make next, put it also down there and I will try my best. And yeah, as usual, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and until then, I see you in the next video. Have a great day, and I'm out. Bye!